In the top right, Gypsy. He has already clinched first place in Ascension, so he will be the Ascension Rebirth champion. But still, money on the line if he wins more maps. And then we have down here Dragon. Now, Dragon is tied with Nyokin in score right now. So, like, if Dragon wins here, we have 2 maps left, right? If Dragon wins here, he plays Nyokin. If Nyokin wins that, I guess they have to play again to see who gets the better map score. Yeah, I guess that's how it goes. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, guys. King of the Hill, the way that we get the final results. But both Dragon and Nyokin still playing for quite a bit of money. If we take a look at the format screen, right? So the final prize pool, not just the $25 per map, but second place gets 30% of the leftover prize pool, and third place 20%. So that's a pretty significant difference. So these maps still very, very important. Well, the thing is, it's not an extra 10%. It's an extra 10% of the prize pool, which is 50% more than third place. So second place wins 50% more than third place. Yeah. Anyways, we'll see how this goes. Eclipse. Dragon not doing a forward gateway. Not doing an offensive gas. Gypsy here going to scout all over to make sure that he's not being proxied. Looks like checks inside his main base. You got to check for that one or you just die to it. Doesn't check here, though. Doesn't check anywhere else. Just says, screw it. We're going to send this SCV right across. And he's probably right, to be honest. Normally, if they make a proxy gate, they will send the probe in right thereafter to start harassment. But Dragon, not scouting as of yet. We'll see if he sends this probe. Nope. Unsure if he's going to go for Zealot or not. I'm really interested to see what Dragon wants to do for his game here. Like, obviously, if you win this map, you're in a pretty darn good spot. It's up to Nyokin to fight his way back into possibly getting the second place. So, like, yeah, you definitely are looking to take that down. So he must be using his best stuff. We'll see if his Zealot's popping out right about now. All right, no Zealot. So just skipping directly up to Dragoon, and that makes you play like a pretty standard game from Gypsy. He's going for gasless expansion, and that's really good against what Dragon's doing. Okay, Dragon starts here at 253, 105 seconds after that. We'll have that range done. Gypsy will be ready for that, no doubt. He's got about 30 seconds to make sure that bunker completes, or gets that bunker down. Starting to pump out some Marines here. Nice greedy opener from Gypsy. Alright, first Dragoon coming. Gypsy got to start that bunker ASAP. You need 3 Marines to fight off a single non-ranged Dragoon. Or, of course, the bunker. There's 2 Marines out already, so he's going to be completely fine. See if Dragon wants to go for... Well, he goes for 3 pylons, right? So normally when you see 3 pylons from the Protoss player, it's an older opener where you're going 3 Dragoons into your Nexus around, let's call it 4 minutes, 10 seconds or so. So second Dragoon, waiting for that scout. Like, he knows that the scout's coming back right about now. Here comes the probe to make the Nexus. You see the little dance, the little to and fro here. Gypsy really wants to see what's going on, but the Dragoon not letting him. Now, he might do a little loop-de-loop and run up there and try to get back, but the third Dragoon is going to pop out. See that Nexus? So he went up about 407 or so. Second. Oh, eBay. Okay, yeah, because you see, it's such a big deal when you're denying scouting for a little bit longer. This will stop the quickest DT. So he's being very safe there. And seeing the timing of the Nexus as well as 2 goons here and 1 here, he knows exactly what's going on. He does not need to build a turret, but he could just to feel safe. All right, Armory coming up. Gypsy using that same build we saw before. Alright, so the 3 goons coming up to nail in the bunker. He already does have siege on the way. He did build that turret just to be safe. Again, he didn't really need it. And you can see a very greedy play from Dragon. He is about to take his 3rd Nexus, which is actually very good against what Gypsy's doing. If your opponent is going siege and turret, they don't really have any attack timings that can do anything against you early on. It takes a long time for them to build up to anything. So if Dragon just instantly goes for this 3rd Nexus, I actually like his position slightly more, but Gypsy's isn't terrible because it was a gasless expand. He's just got a lot of SCVs. So his economy is really big, and he can, you know, he can take that, I guess, slight disadvantage of Dragon taking a quick 3rd. But definitely, I feel like Dragon has reacted really perfectly to Gypsy's overall style and play that we've seen so far. Oh, that's really surprising that he lost a Dragoon there. I'm not sure what he was doing. Must have been making something at home, but a little bit sloppy. Again, not the end of the world. Losing a Dragoon doesn't actually change the math on anything. Okay, Gypsy. Gotta make a turret here. Now, that's part of the thing, right? Like, if you go for an early turret, you can't also get an early academy. They don't fit together. So you kind of blindly defend against drops. A couple extra turrets going up. And, I mean, it's gonna make you safe and make you feel safe. But he has no way of telling what Dragon's doing. And Dragon, like, we saw him do this build actually against Nyoken on Polypoid. But it was for completely different reasons. Like, he found the Stargate, or the Starport from Nyoken and forced it to cancel, so he knew Nyoken had nothing. Here, he's playing against a gasless expand with Siege, as well as a turret. And so that can't attack him either. So he's finding all these reasons and situations to do this build that's a little bit greedy into a lot of powerful units. So I like it. I think Dragon's making a lot of good decisions, and he does describe himself as a player who's kind of playing based off of decision making and whatnot. Now the Academy is on the way. Obviously, we see it's like quite a bit later, so it's going to take a while for him to actually figure out what's going on. Should be seeing a 3rd factory and a starport relatively soon here. Is he just going to make a 3rd CC? I don't think so. Okay, going up to 4 facts. 5 facts. Okay, so this is kind of like the build he used on Overwatch then, isn't it? I'm going to watch it a little bit more carefully this time, because on Overwatch, he actually didn't really produce too much out of the 3 facts. It turned out to be a very nice macro game from him, but definitely from a style that you don't really see. Looking down at Dragon. Oh, there it is! Stargate. Okay, so, yeah, spinning a cybernetics core. He is going for the fast 3 base. Okay, that scan goes down and sees the spinning cybernetics core and sees the Stargate. He knows exactly what's up. So this is very clearly a carrier build. Let's see what Gypsy wants to do. Here's what I think. These 3 factories are really, really good for him here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they are. I now like the position for Gypsy. Now, Dragon, maybe he skips out on carry. No, he's going. He's going. But he is adding a couple gates. He has a shuttle with the Zealots. Gypsy is going to attack him very, very strongly. He starts the +1 plating. He already has +1 attack. He's skipping the starport. I really like this situation. And one of the nice things about Eclipse is if they try to pull something like this on you, all this area is buildable. There's a lot of buildable terrain here. So you can actually skip Goliaths, attack them before they have carriers, and bring SCVs and make a bunch of turrets. And obviously you'll need some Goliaths, but for the initial push, you generally want it as tank and vulture heavy as possible. Now he does have a couple Goliaths here. Those are for anti-shuttle though. Those are not for carriers, obviously. Okay, Gypsy moving out. He has a very scary army here. That is a lot of siege tanks with +1. Dragon, gonna hold his high ground. This is exactly where you want to fight. Yeah, see this? He comes down, gets some hits. He's gonna back up. He's gonna back up. He's gonna back up. Takes some extra damage on that shuttle. Maybe a little bit slow on the backup. Right, Gypsy, leapfrogging forward. Those are low ground, so like there's a chance he could attack into that, but he backs up, and I think that's right. Too many tanks here to engage right now. Right, pulling back with that shuttle. Another factory being added, going up to 6. You can support 7 with high SCV counts. All right, gonna go in and drop on top of these tanks. The targeting on the shuttle does go awry, so everything gets out, but I think Gypsy holds here. Reduces the army size a little bit. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Is he actually gonna clear those tanks? Dragon right now with a miracle hold. It really looked to me like Gypsy was actually gonna splatter those Dragoons and he'd have to run, but he ends up holding on. He's got a good amount of Zealots back here. We actually don't have a Citadel, right? Yeah, we don't have a Citadel. So these are slow lots. These are not a very worthwhile unit here, honestly. Like, he can load them back into the shuttle, and that's good. And Gypsy GG's. Dragon clutches a very important game right there.